My name's Sarah Canope. I'm a teacher. I'm an activist with United Teachers Los Angeles. I teach at a place called the Social Justice Schools in South Central Los Angeles. I've been teaching for about 12 years now. I think that teachers have been inspired by the Occupy Wall Street movement and the Occupy movement in general, the Occupy L.A. movement here, because it's such a great opportunity for us to say that teachers and students and parents are part of the 99%. And that we're really one of the groups that's taken the brunt of the economic crisis right now. Everyone thinks that, public employees right now are causing this problem, and in reality, public employees and our unions are being blamed for a problem that was caused by the banks. So where the banks are getting a $700 billion bailout, whereas the banks, Chase Bank in particular, owes the city of Los Angeles $15 million in unpaid property taxes, and yet 1,200 Los Angeles school teachers have been laid off and 400 clerical staff, and we think that the money exists to hire them back if there was the political will to do so.
Wasn't it Chase Bank that gave the largest donation ever to the New York Police Department of $4.5 million?
That's news to me, but it wouldn't surprise me. Their CEO last year made about $19 million. So if I was the CEO of a company, or if I was the principal of a school and that school was failing as badly as some of the banks have been failing, Chase and Washington Mutual, if I had to get that big of a bailout, I'd probably be fired. But I'm an economics teacher, so what would happen to what's supposed to happen to a failing company? It's supposed to go under, and yet these people are getting bonuses. With the $20 million that the CEO of Chase Bank got, I think you could hire back like 800 teachers in the city of Los Angeles and across the country. There was a bill passed in California. It was called AB 114, and the bill said that that they were supposed to fund schools this year at the same level as last year, and they weren't supposed to lay off any teachers. And our school district and Superintendent John Daisy is resisting that and fighting back and saying he doesn't want to hire back the teachers until they have the money in their pockets. And the fact of the matter is that California doesn't tax oil companies for extraction. We don't tax the rich in this state nearly to the degree that we could. And if we did, we wouldn't have any trouble paying teachers here. It's the 7th largest economy in the world if California was a country. And yet they say that they don't have any money to pay for schools. In fact, we have the highest student to teacher ratio anywhere in the country. And this is a shame in the state that would be the 7th largest economy in the world if it were a country.
Are all the teachers here tonight willing to risk arrest too?
Well, last night we had a bit of a confrontation with the police. They tried to move us off the sidewalks. We had to move our tents, and the highlight of this event for me was when folks from Occupy Los Angeles came over in reinforcements, L.A. style, riding beach cruisers and fixie bikes, and 100 people from Occupy Los Angeles came over as reinforcements. Yeah, it was a little reinforcement army. Occupy L.A. is only a mile away. And so they came over. We had a little rally here. We didn't end up getting kicked off by the police. I've been arrested before for protesting for funding for schools, not for corporations. So none of us are afraid to, but we're going to try to maintain this encampment for as long as we can. In 2009, we got a court order that said that if we went on strike, we had a one-day strike plan for the spring of 2009, and an anti-labor judge said that if we did it, that he was going to fine every single teacher $1,000. He was going to fine our union $40 million, and that we were all at risk of losing our teaching credentials. So I thought we should have done it anyways, because I don't think you can really strip 40,000 teachers of their teaching credentials and still have the city of Los Angeles function. But as a protest against his ruling, just a smaller number of us got arrested in a civil disobedience that day. I have been surprised. I think the big lesson of the Occupy movement, Occupy Wall Street and Occupy Los Angeles here, is how broad the public support is for our message. Yesterday we were marching over here and we were chanting a couple things. We want money for schools, tax the rich. Everyone was honking. We were chanting organize. They say privatize, we say organize. Huge support. I don't know very many teachers who don't understand the agenda that's coming down on our backs right now. So that what they're doing is cutting funding for the schools and then using that as an excuse to privatize them, meantime vilifying public employees and public sector unions. I think everyone kind of gets it, and if you look at the poll numbers of support, I think it's what, like 70+% of people are supporting Occupy Wall Street right now. So my great joy of this movement is that finally people understand that Americans are not just fat and happy and sitting on their couches like couch potatoes, but that actually people do get it, and people are mad and ready to hit the streets. I think it's really exciting. Our website is occupylausd.org. That's occupylausd.org. But more importantly, I hope people occupy their workplaces, occupy everything, and take a lesson from and an inspiration from the Occupy movement that's going on right now, because we are the workers. We make this country run. Without our labor, it wouldn't run. We could shut it down and run it in the interest of people, not for profit. So take over your workplace, occupy L.A.U.S.D, but occupy your workplace as well, and join the movement.